Do you guys have a beatdown squad here?
We sure do, tons of them.
Tons of beatdown squads.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be on state property right now. No, you can't even be in here.
That's a safety
This is a
thing.
public lobby.
No.
You were barking orders at me like I'm an inmate of this facility.
How'd you get here?
I could have parachuted in.
I need your name.
No, I'm not going to give it, sir.
I do need your name. The troopers have been called.
I am engaging in not only a constitution-protected activity, but a statutory protected activity.
This is state-owned property. They want you to leave. You have to leave. This is the last warning or you're getting arrested.
For what crime?
Trespassing.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the Elmira Maximum Correctional Facility here in Elmira, New York. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Excellence in corrections. We'll see about that. Let's get into it. All right, let's check out the public lobby of the main entrance here.
Hey, man, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How can I help you?
Oh, I don't need any help, thank you. I appreciate it though.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Just recording?
Yeah, just taking some pictures, that's all.
Okay, no problem.
No, thank you.
All right, this is state ground. You're welcome to be in the parking lot.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Can I get your name, sir?
Sure. My name's Sean.
Sean.
Just
last name?
Sean. Just Sean.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem. Out here we have some National Guardsmen. They are still here in the correctional facilities. Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yourself.
Good. What's going on? Sorry, let me get out of your way. Sorry about that.
What are you doing?
I'm just recording
For what?
for my purposes.
For your purposes.
Yes.
What you doing, man? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, who are you?
All right, you guys step out here because they got to turn this stuff. Come on.
I'm gonna get out of their way. I'll get out of their way.
You
No,
gotta enter
no, you
here.
can't
That's
even be
protocol.
in here.
That's a safety
This is a
thing.
public lobby.
No.
We're guns.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm
you
not.
guys step out.
I have no interest in your firearms. Just
Listen.
so you're clear. Who are you, sir?
I'm Sergeant Corsi. You're not allowed to be on state property right now.
Sure, I can. State property is public property.
No, it's not.
Sergeant Corsi.
So you can record the facility all you want.
Right. That's what
Across
I'm
the
doing.
street.
No, I can be right here where I am.
No, you can't be.
Yes, I can, sir.
All right.
Zero interest in your firearms you guys got.
It's a safety procedure. They have to have a clear space to load and unload firearms. It has nothing to do with you. So you're just inhibiting their job, that's all. Are you parked on the property?
I don't want to answer any more questions. What was your name again?
Sure, my name's Officer Slater.
Officer Slater? Yeah, I think I've answered enough questions.
Sure.
All right, if you don't leave, the state trooper's going to come here.
Okay. The state troopers who swore an oath to uphold my constitutional rights and
Yes.
statutory rights, those state troopers?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I have no issue
you
with
guys
that.
go and step right in here. What's your name, man?
Hey, Sergeant. You came off pretty aggressive. I'd rather not give any of my personal information. You
I came off aggressive?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
That's how I feel anyway.
Oh, I'm just curious what you're doing.
Right. Well, no, you weren't. You were barking orders at me like I'm an inmate of this
No,
facility.
you do have to leave state property.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I have a statutory right to be here. Did you participate in the illegal strikes, Sergeant? Did you? You know, protesting working conditions or whatever.
How we doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What can I do for you?
I'm just working on a story on the Elmira Correctional Facility. Are you a supervisor?
Yeah, I'm a lieutenant, yep.
Lieutenant? And your name?
Lieutenant Chapman.
Lieutenant Chapman. And,
What's your name?
And your name is?
What was your
Sergeant
name?
I didn't give it, sir. I didn't give it.
I need your name.
No, I'm not going to give it, sir.
I do need your name. The troopers have been called.
The troopers.
You can't record right now.
Right. The troopers
Right,
that
so-
swore an oath to uphold my rights.
So
and-
where did you park at? Where did you park at?
Who says I parked anywhere?
Well, how'd you get here?
I could have parachuted in.
You could have parachuted in?
Right. I mean, could have walked here.
Could have done a lot of things, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you, so just be patient. I don't read so well. I've only got a high school education, but it is what it is. You're
So-
permitted to record law enforcement activity. However, this property is owned by the department, is considered part of the correctional facility, and falls under the authority and jurisdiction of the commissioner pursuant to Correction Law 112. I'm sure you've heard this all before. He's empowered to exercise superintendent's management and control over all Department of Correctional facilities, and for safety and security reasons, He has promulgated the restriction against the videotaping and photographing of docks, facility, property. You are permitted to continue recording officers acting within their official capacity. However, to ensure the safety and security of the facility, please change the angle of your recording to ensure no docks, facilities are viewable in your recording. If you continue to record docks, facility, property, the state police will be called. So I'm giving you the opportunity to turn it off right now.
I think you did a great job reading that.
Thank you.
I've heard a lot worse. You know, usually promulgate gets a lot of people. Yeah, so exactly. I'm engaged. I'm recording correctional officers in the course of their duty, which is a statutory right here in New York State, as well as a constitutionally protected activity.
So I'm not going to engage you right now?
You don't have to engage.
To come up and
You don't have to engage.
We'll
Are
talk to
you?
them.
Do you guys have a beatdown squad here?
We sure do. Tons of them.
Tons of beatdown
Tons of them,
squads.
yeah. Tons of them.
Okay.
Listen, my man, I'm not even
What about? Were you part of the illegal?
Nobody beats anybody up.
Oh, you just did.
Nobody
You
beats
just said.
anybody
Yeah.
up. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
nobody
it.
beats anybody up. That's why there's numerous
All right, so
reports
I'm just gonna
of
leave right
beatings
now.
here.
The troopers will
That's
be
why
here.
there's numerous reports of
Nobody
people being
beats anybody
beaten
up.
here.
We're all professionals in this profession.
Lack of medical attention.
We are.
You're all
Have a nice
professionals,
day.
right?
Have a nice day.
Real professional.
I'm always a professional.
No, you're not.
I've been for 27 years.
Oh, you're not. You're not a professional.
Always a professional. Are
You're
you
not a
leaving now?
professional. You're not a professional.
I'm always a professional.
The way you're talking to a member of the public, I can only imagine
I'm
how
not
you're
talking
treating.
about anything.
I can
You
only
are trying to
imagine how
get
you
my
treat the
goal.
inmates. I don't want to.
You're
No,
trying. Yes, you
I didn't
are.
want to even talk to you. You didn't have to come out and speak
I
to
did
me.
have to come. You're
No,
recording
you didn't.
on New York State property.
Which is my statutory and constitutional right. I don't see what's the big issue here. Am I getting anything that anybody couldn't get? What if I came in here with secret glasses recording? I mean,
I don't know.
I'm being right. I mean, again.
Nobody beats anybody up. Nobody does anything.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Really,
It's crazy
really,
you guys
Lieutenant.
even think of that.
Really, Lieutenant. So,
Really.
so Robert Brooks,
Really.
that was brutally beaten on camera for
You
the
just
world to
spit on me,
see.
bro. You just
No, I
spit
did
on me.
not.
You
No, I
just
did
spit on
not.
me.
Stop lying.
You did. It came flying
Stop
right out of your
lying.
mouth.
It's
It
all
did.
on camera. It's all
I
on
know
camera.
it is, and it's on body camera as
Right,
well.
great. It's all on camera. So Robert Brooks being brutally beaten on camera. You don't beat anybody though, right? That was just a one-off?
Okay,
What about Messiah Nantwi?
State police have arrived.
What about, great, let's talk to them. Great. What about Messiah Nantwi? Brutally beaten again. What about the reports of you denying medical attention to inmates in this facility?
What's that, Mike?
You don't beat anybody. That's the funniest thing I heard all
I had
day.
to go to the doctors because the air conditioning ain't working. Over here.
I don't know, buddy. You can either stop in and go to work.
I'm just saying.
Big Mike, go to work. Go to work.
Why are you talking to him like that?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, Trooper, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
So he's recording on our property. I've read him exactly what the directive states. Apparently his name is Sean. He won't give me any other information. Other than that, that's all I've got. He goes around to all the facilities and does this.
It's because it's my statutory right. That's why.
I'm sure it is.
And you guys are murdering people, denying medical
He needs to
treatment.
leave the property immediately.
I have every right to be here.
He's hurt him.
Which one? Is it the highlighted one?
Yeah, I've already read him all that.
Okay.
Mike. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
That was a hard slap on the back. So are you sticking with that story too, Sergeant? There's no beatdown squads here?
Are you answering questions? Oh, but you expect me to answer questions, right?
You don't have to. I can ask them. You don't have to answer them.
I think you should
I'm not
just engage
forcing
with
you.
the state trooper.
I'll engage with whoever. I'm just being peaceful. I'm asking questions. That's all. It's not a big deal. You should look up the New York State Right to Monitor Act. It's a law for New York State. You should look it up. It specifically says correctional officers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Can
Hey,
I talk
Trooper.
to you over here?
Sure, we can talk wherever, Trooper. Sure, that's fine. What's your name?
Trooper Walzak.
Trooper Walzak. My name is Sean, Trooper.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Nice to meet you, Trooper.
Where are you parked at?
Oh, I walked here.
You walked here?
Yeah.
Local?
Yeah, I just walked here.
You live
Could have
around here?
parachuted in. You know, it doesn't really matter how I got here.
Okay.
This is open to the public.
Actually, it's not.
It-
Not
it's-
from what I just read, it's not.
It's 100% Trooper open to the public. I am engaging in not only a Constitution protected activity, but a statutory protected activity, the New York State Right to Monitor Act. I have a right to record correctional officers, law enforcement on public property. It doesn't give any
This is
exceptions.
public property.
It is public property. That's
Department of
scary.
Corrections property.
Yeah, but that's scary that you don't think that this is public property. This is 100%. It's funded by taxpayers. This is open to the public. How did I get here?
Walked here like
Right. I walked here. That's not a restricted area. I'm not in a restricted area. I'm not behind the fence behind you. I'm engaged in a statutory protected activity. If anybody else were just standing here, it wouldn't be a problem. But because I'm asking tough questions about their beatdown squads here.
Well, actually, I've been here. I'm just gonna say, for several times, I've been here for people similar acts or like things like this, unwanted people on the property, and we've had them leave the property.
Well, maybe they didn't know their rights, sir, because I definitely know my rights. As he says, I've been to other correctional facilities before across the state, and the troopers always allow me to continue my constitutionally protected activity and my statutory protected activity. So, at this time, if you're saying this is not public property, I would like to request a supervisor, if that's all right with you.
Listen, man, I'm not trying to cause any problems.
Me either. I'm here. I'm a journalist working on a story in public property in broad daylight.
I understand the reasoning. I understand people taking action.
Right. I'm an activist and journalist. I'm an activist and a journalist, and I'm here to ask questions to correctional officers and film them in the course of their duty, which is my right. And I'm here to work on a story based on, have you seen the body camera footage of Robert Brooks? Did you see that heinous body camera footage where the officers were charged with depraved murder?
I don't know if I have.
You don't know if you would have seen it, you would have remembered it for life. So you probably haven't seen it. Yeah, he was brutally beaten on body camera. People are dying in these correctional facilities, and the news isn't covering it. So me, as an independent journalist, I'm covering it. I'm not harassing anybody. I'm not in a restricted area. I'm not doing anything I'm not allowed to do.
So he is trespassing. He needs to leave the property where you have to do what you have. You have to get his plate.
So criminal trespass. Listen, criminal trespass involves
Call your supervisor.
the arrestable offense of. The arrestable offense of criminal trespass involves an area designed to exclude intruders.
My part. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Okay, that's fine. Stay outside though.
You could tell me anything. You could be a whistleblower. You could tell about what the evil that's taking place inside this correctional facility behind these gates. You could do the right
Very
thing.
seriously, do a professional job at all times.
Professional job at all times. All right. So I'm going to come and visit all these inmates here. I'll visit random inmates here, and I'll ask them if you do a professional
They will
job.
tell you that.
Okay, we will see.
Job here.
I will visit the inmates here, and I'll ask them. And let's see what they have to
I'm
say.
telling you what, we do.
Because I've received reports already from inmates inside of here that you're denying medical treatments, that you guys do have a beatdown squad here.
We have no beat-down squad here.
I've had correctional officers reach out to me in private saying that you guys have a beatdown squad here. Your own correctional officers, verified correctional officers who are scared to speak out publicly, have reached out to me and talked to me about the beatdown squads you have here. We have another state trooper pulling up right now. Were you guys part of the illegal strike? Sergeant, did you take part in the illegal strike? You guys can break the law, right? You're above the law? You know the illegal strike that 80% of the correctional officers took part in?
How we doing?
Did you guys?
Good.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How about you, sir? Illegal strike? Were you one of the ones that got fired and got his job back? I don't know. It just seems like you guys are breaking the law, violating people's rights.
I know that's over.
Hey, Trooper, you mind if I get your name?
No, Trooper Houtman.
Nice to meet you, Trooper. My name is Sean.
Your name, Sean?
Yeah.
That's my name too, actually. It's
Oh,
funny. How do
there you go.
spell it?
S-E-A-N.
Same way.
The only good way to spell it.
Yeah, I know. What do you got? Just filming?
I would just reference the New York State Right to Monitor Act.
Yeah.
I would just reference that. It specifically identifies correctional officers in the act.
Okay.
What do you guys?
on public property. Yeah, I'm an independent journalist. Yeah, yeah. So I'm working great. I've been to numerous correctional facilities across the state, and I ask questions about their beatdown squad and their denying of medical treatment to people and what's going on here. And your illegal strike you just took matters of public interest. That's all.
Just trying to report on that.
Yeah, that's it. Ask questions. They don't have to answer any questions. I mean, he admitted they have beatdown squads
We don't
here.
have any beatdown squads. I've never been in that. I was being sarcastic is what I was being.
Sarcastic.
I've done this many times at many prisons.
Right.
I've seen your videos on Facebook. There's
Right.
no beat-up squads. There's no beat-down squads.
Okay.
Every incarcerated individual here.
I don't think anybody believes that. I don't think
I've
even
been
you
doing this
believe that.
27 years.
27 years? You know, a cop once told me that, hey, I'm a tyrant. I've been doing this for 25 years. And then I looked at his body camera footage and he said that he would have killed me 20 years ago and removed my teeth. So I don't really trust you guys, really. The more you have on, the more time you have on the job, the less likely I am to believe you're not a tyrant. Honestly.
You from around here, Sean, or just traveling?
Yeah, I'm just from New York State. I'll say that. I'm from New York State.
Upstate or downstate? What are you giving that at least? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I'm from downstate.
Okay.
You can say the downstate. It's not a big secret.
No, I'm from downstate.
Yeah, I'm from Long Island. It's not a big deal. It's not a secret. From Long Island.
Suffolk or Nassau?
Suffolk. Yep.
I grew up
Suffolk.
down there.
Oh yeah, what part?
North Shore.
North Shore?
Yeah.
That's where I am. Yeah,
Okay.
North Shore. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Do you spend the time up here now, or just kind of?
Yeah, this is my job. This is what I do. I ask questions to correctional officers about misconduct. I record law enforcement in the course of their duty on public property that's open to the public.
Yeah.
I know he wants you to arrest me for criminal trespassing, but criminal trespassing, if you read the statute, again, unfortunately, I've been arrested for criminal trespassing way more times than I would like. I would like 0. And every time we go to court, you guys seem to forget that there's language in the statute that says the property has to be designed in a manner to exclude intruders. It's not. I mean, if I was back there, maybe I would say that's designed in a manner to exclude intruders. But this is open to the public. The public street's over here. You have a sidewalk.
Well, you were inside.
Right. Well, that's open too. That's open too. I didn't go through a locked door. Right.
Well, you were asked to leave.
That's open to the public. Well, where am I right now? There's nothing else to record in there.
Well, you were inside.
Open to the public.
Don't just act like you were just out here.
But it doesn't matter. It's still open to everything is open to the public. That's all I'm saying. That you got to read the statute. I want you guys to just read the statutes, become more educated on the law, so that way we don't have these confrontations. If I'm just out here recording, right, it's not a big deal. If I'm out here recording everything I can get from Google Earth, it's not a big deal.
Well, according to Albany, it is, or else we wouldn't be out here. So,
The same Albany that passed the law that gave me the right to do what I'm doing.
if you're right, then what they're giving us is wrong. So,
Right. I think what they're giving you is wrong because every time this happens, I'm able to stay. And if I'm not, then we file lawsuits and that's it. And we take it up with, let a judge decide. I'm not here to, call you names or anything. I'm really not.
No, be pretty respectful.
Yeah, I'm not anti-law enforcement. I'm not anti-correctional officer. I'm pro accountability and transparency in my government that I help fund. That's all.
You just come up.
You guys got a beautiful view here. Yeah, no, I'm just in the area.
Okay.
Again, I travel the country, not just New York State. I travel
really?
the country. I've been to Hawaii, California.
there, just-
Yeah, correctional facilities, city halls,
Yeah.
wherever the government is, I'm there asking questions and exercising my rights. A lot of people don't like people recording, but it's not my fault. I'm not doing anything wrong. At least according to my attorney and my knowledge of the law,
What's your favorite place you've been so far? Hawaii or?
My favorite place is Hawaii was cool. I was only there for a few days. They were pretty laid back or whatever. I also do trainings. I just got done doing a training at a district.
Journalism or
No, like First Amendment trainings.
First Amendment auditing and stuff like
Right.
that? Okay.
I do First Amendment auditing trainings. I just did a training in Savannah, Georgia, with the district attorney's office down there. I've done one with the North Bergen Police Department in New Jersey, the Hubbard Police Department.
mean, so it seems like your main goal here is education.
Right, education, right, exactly. I mean, why would they invite me if I was just here to cause problems? They invite me because they see my videos, they know how I act, they know my conduct.
You're standing on public property.
Right.
That's why I haven't asked you to leave. I know
Right.
what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's about education.
Yep.
It's about bringing people to, I bring law enforcement officers on my channel. We have great conversations. It's not just about, you know, showing the bad side. I show the good side too.
No, I get that.
You got to show both sides. It's pretty nice up here. It's beautiful, right? Yeah. Nice view.
Not too hot today. Got a little breeze in your face.
Yeah, exactly. It's very nice. Hey, Sarge, do you know when you have visiting hours here? Like if I wanted to visit someone, I wouldn't bring the camera inside, but like when's the typical visiting hours? Do you know? Well, inside the actual part where it's a restricted, the part where it's a restricted area though, right? No, it's not. How did I get in there then? How did I get in there if it's restricted? Right? I mean,
I don't know. I was raised to read signs.
right. Well, they have to apply and they have to be part of the law, sir. That's all. There used to be signs that said no black people inside of the building, right?
But they're not here.
I'm just saying, would you have listened to those signs too?
Black.
I mean, I think you missed the point. Would you have stopped black people from getting in just because it had a sign that said no black
I
people?
think you're just.
I'm pointing out the hypocrisy of signs aren't always a good thing. And they don't follow the law all the time, you know? That's
You're
all.
both doing your job. You're just not together. You're doing your job. He's doing his job.
Right. I mean, yeah. My job, you're right.
Is this all you got, or do you do something else? Or is this?
No, this is it. Now again, I do trainings.
Okay.
So auditing, trainings. First time I ever been to a district attorney's office was the other week, so that was
That
cool.
was down in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was down Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah.
Savannah, Georgia,
Okay.
yeah. That was pretty interesting. Got to speak
You
before
reach
a
out to
room.
them, or they
No, they
came
reached
out
out to me. They sent me an email, said, "Hey, we'd like you to come down and speak with us." So I, free of charge,
Yeah.
I flew down there and did the training. You know, give them my experiences.
Would you do that? Was it just with the DA's office?
Just the
or-
DA's office, correct? Yeah.
And then they were going to take that information and distribute
Pass it to the
down.
law
Okay.
enforcement, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've also worked on ride-alongs. I've
Yeah.
done, you know, different police departments across the country
Yeah.
as well. It's about education. It's about bringing. There's a big divide between law enforcement, as you know, and the government and the public. And my goal is to bring that together, to shorten that divide,
Yeah.
and to, hey, listen, you're a person. You seem like a pretty nice guy to me. So, you know, why should I hate you just because you got that uniform on? And why should you hate me just because I have a camera in my hand, right? You know, there's people with cameras in their hand that really hate
I got
you.
my camera right here.
Right, exactly.
Interaction should be the same if mine's off and yours off.
Right, exactly. You know, there's people with cameras that do what I do that absolutely hate law enforcement, and you cannot change their mind whatsoever. And that's their right? But, you know, I don't think that's ever going to solve anything. So I wanted a different approach.
You know, I agree with you there.
You know, I've been violated, I've been used excessive force on, assaulted by law enforcement with doing what I do, had my equipment broken, my freedom taken from me. And just because you come up and you look like one of the guys, based on your uniform, you look like one of the guys who did that to me, I'm not going to treat you any different. You know, and that's what I tell them at the trainings. I say, hey, listen, if somebody comes up to your traffic stop with a camera, maybe he's a nice guy like me, maybe he's not. But at the end of the day, you have to respect people's rights and treat them with respect.
Yeah.
De-escalate, right? You guys get de-escalation training, right?
Yeah.
It's important to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Did you know that they used to hold? There used to be prisoners of war here,
I did not know.
held here from the Civil War,
I didn't know that.
the Confederate side. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, when I go to a place, I like to do a little research on it and
Yeah,
try and get the
background.
historical background of it, you know, so I can help educate viewers too on some interesting things about Elmira. And yeah, it was like a war prison here where they held prisoners of war from the Confederates. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. It's definitely an imposing looking facility here, like a castle.
I mean, it's definitely a long way for them to bring people all the way up from the Confederacy
Yeah,
here.
right. Yeah, but they did. They used to hold them here. So is there like an Elmira Police Department, or is there just you guys just patrol here?
So there's the City of Elmira Police Department.
Okay.
First time in the area?
Yeah, I've never been to Elmira before. No.
Never come through it or anything? Or come
No,
through it
not
on the
really.
interstate or anything?
No, not really. Never been here before. Never been here before. At least I got you outside, Lieutenant. Get to enjoy the day, right? You got to take the benefits where you can get them, right?
Better purpose in there.
What do you do? What's your job entail? Like the details of it.
I would tell you, but you would probably take that out of context too.
Okay, that's how you feel.
Correct?
I don't see how I could take just job duties. I don't see how I could take that out of context.
Do you use YouTube as your main or?
I have all social media, probably about like 2 million subscribers all across social media.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, probably 50 million views every month.
Nice.
Yeah, I've reached a large group of people.
That's good.
Yeah.
125 to 42.
What's your channel name? Just curious.
I have no problem telling you, Trooper. It's Long Island Audit.
Okay.
Long Island. Remember I told you I was from Long Island?
Yep.
Long
I've seen
Island
some of your
Audit.
stuff for Suffolk County.
Yeah, Suffolk County, Nassau County.
Yeah.
Crazy over there, man.
I've never dealt with them. Before, so I can't say anything on it.
Right. No, I listen, I'm not asking you to say anything. But Nassau County is, you know, I don't like them too much. The Nassau County Police Department. Very toxic work culture. Yeah, I went filming one time at your academy.
Up in Albany? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the academy over there. You guys have like this campus or whatever. I was
Yeah.
walking around
Yeah.
filming. So you guys cleaning your boots. It was pretty cool.
Sean,
Hey, sir.
Talk to my supervisor.
Yeah.
Because this is state-owned property, they want you to leave. You have to leave. This is the last warning, or you're getting arrested.
Okay.
Okay.
For what crime?
Trespassing.
Okay.
State property.
All right, no problem. I'll take it up in court. That's not a problem.
So you're leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave the
Well, I'm not. You just said that if I don't
Yeah.
leave, I'm going to be arrested, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll have my lawyer handle it from here. That's
Okay.
fine.
Perfect.
Who was the supervisor you spoke to?
Sergeant Innes.
Sergeant Innes?
Yes, sir.
And what troop?
State Police Horseheads, Troop E.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. Appreciate it. I think I can go out this way.
Just go down that way.
I just want to know. I don't know where I came from.
Walk up here, John.
Yeah, I walked up here.
Yeah, you can just take the stairs right down.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunate. Turned out this way. You know, that you violated my statutory rights. Very unfortunate, Trooper. Very unfortunate. Wow, guys. So, under threat of arrest, we're going to leave because we're not trying to sit in a jail cell. You guys know me. I will follow up with a federal lawsuit here. Maybe a state lawsuit, because it is a state law that says that we have a statutory right. A lot of times, the First Amendment is great, but when you're in a specific state, you can 100% use that in the state courts. So I'll have to talk to my attorney, Jacob Uriel, and we'll have to see how do we move forward from here, because we're not going to allow, even cordially, our rights to be violated. We're going to have to hold us accountable. Just like Jeff Gray. I watched the deposition of Jeff Gray. I can't wait to depose the officers, the state troopers here, the correctional officers. It's going to be they always do this to themselves. They violate our constitutional rights, and now they're going to be held accountable. You know, when Jeff Gray was threatened with arrest, he held them accountable for it, and I'm going to hold them accountable for it here. The Elmira Correctional Facility and New York State troopers who violated our constitutional rights. Absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Well, at least he admitted to it. He admitted that they have beatdown squads. He says he's being sarcastic, but we all know that's just not true. If you watch the body camera footage of Robert Brooks being brutally beaten and murdered, the officers were charged with depraved murder here in New York State. I was there at their arraignments. You know, they beat that man like they do this all the time. They go on illegal strikes. They don't get arrested. They don't face any consequences. Look at them up there. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. This could have been a teaching moment, but now we have to hold them accountable in court, pay the filing fee, do what we need to do to hold them accountable, and we will. So stay tuned to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you on the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.